for our pension, begging for our own mother, who breath is last on the step of ministry. Waiting.
I have a very tight day, but I will still have to be here to say a few words. And that is why.
Fellow workers, yesterday you saw us all at Eagle Square for the Workers' Day celebration. For me, it came out as being a time when we should say it's a call for action. I thank Mewe, thank you so much for everything you said. Indeed, it's a time for action. So yesterday when I sat in Eagle Square, looking at workers, looking at the whole scenario, what came to my mind was, is this how we are going to continue? But anyway, it is a call to action. It is a moment to reaffirm our sacred commitment to the millions who build on construction sites, who teach in dilapidated schools, who work in hospitals that have no medicines, no electricity, and those who are in the security agencies to protect lives and properties. And also people, those of us who are in the power sector to power this nation. All of us, it is with our sweat and our sacrifice that this nation is being developed. So today, I speak to you not just as acting chairman of the Labour Party, but as one of you who knows your hardship, shares your hope. And what is that hope? I believe all of us, our hope here is a Nigeria where labor is not exploited, but exalted. A Nigeria where the dignity of work is matched by the dignity of life. Let it be known here today and now that the Labour Party is actually not a party for workers, but it is a party of workers. So anywhere you are, so long as you are a worker, whether you are roasting corn by the roadside, whether you are working at a construction site, whether you are working anywhere you work, the Labour Party is your party. Therefore, for this year's celebration activities to mark the Workers' Day, we in the Labour Party are unveiling our 5-point new deal for the Nigerian workers, a blueprint to restore dignity, to deliver justice, and to shift. Number one of these 5 things is the worker needs to be paid a living wage, not a starvation salary. It is a national disgrace that Nigerians work full time and still go to bed hungry. It is really sad. This must end. We will deliver a federally guaranteed, inflation-adjusted living wage, one that reflects the true cost of living, not political convenience. No more symbolic gestures, no more backroom deals. The Nigerian workers deserve real income, not insults. Remember once more, our motto for the NLC is labor creates wealth. So we cannot be creating wealth and we are going to bed hungry. We cannot be creating wealth and living in penury. I was having a chat with my brother, Shegun, just before the program started. And I told him, I said, the way the policies, the present economic policies of this country are, most of us have been impoverished, like almost everything you earned or you had say as at 2015, is being reduced. What you own is just about 10% of what you had, what the value of what you had. So if you think you live in a house, if you compare what your house was in 2015, if you were to calculate it in dollars, think about it today, if you are to calculate it in dollars, how much it is. But Shegun said something. He said, when you want it to hit home, what you should say is, if you had money in the bank, if you had 1 million naira in the bank in 2015, how much was it in dollars? That same 1 million in the bank today, how much is it in dollars? When you do that calculation, then you will know it will hit home. You will know that almost everything has been eroded. The second is, labor rights are human rights. No employer, public or private, has the right to silence, suppress, or even enslave workers. Under a Labour Party government, we will make sure that we criminalize exploitative outsourcing and contract slavery. We will also protect the right to unionize, protest, and negotiate without fear. Anybody, if you want to belong to any union, you should be free to belong to any union. If you want to go on protest, you should be allowed to go on protest. If you want to negotiate, you should be able to do that without any fear. Your rights are not negotiable. They are constitutional. Number 3, health and housing as non-negotiable essentials. No worker should die because he or she cannot afford the hospital. No pensioner should sleep under the bridge. It is not acceptable. Therefore, we, as Labour Party, we always say, and we will keep saying. Number 5, Labour must sit at the table with power to negotiate. It is time for the working class to move from the margins to the center. It is time for the working class to influence national economic policies. It is also time for the working class to enforce labor law compliance. We ourselves, we must do it ourselves at some point. We are waiting for people to do it for us and they can't do it. We have to do it ourselves. But just like Omawe said, not with a gun, no. With our mouth, we will talk. We can come together and we will have to be listened to. In closing, on behalf of the Labour Party, we make this pledge before the people and before history that Nigerian workers will no longer be used and discarded. That we will rebuild this nation from protest to policy, from sweat to sovereignty, from passion to power. We must rise up, we must organize, and we will win if we do that. May the Lord continue to bless each and every one of us. Just as you came here, I know it's a sacrifice. Dr. Mo said it, for everyone I see here, I know you sacrifice time and money to come. Not because you were paid to come. So just as you came safely, may God take each and every one of you back home safely. And I